Let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hello, sir.
How far?
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome to I'm a Boy Extra with Jollof and you're here with Frankie Original. How was it? How was your day, sir?
No shakes. We're good.
Well, we really apologize for starting really late. It was because of network issues.
I go collect money for wasting of time.
We're really sorry. This Nigerian network, you can't do anything about it. Welcome, sir. So how was your day, sir? How was your day in general?
We did very well. Went well.
Oh, okay. So what have you been doing this quarantine period?
I've been talking a lot.
You've been talking a lot.
Been talking a lot.
Oh, okay. This is like the 100th like IG live you've been on.
No, it's not. It's not really. It's not only IG live.
Okay.
I've had some sessions with some of my people,
Okay.
and finding out what is happening in the world as well.
Okay.
Because we need to prepare for what is happening.
Exactly.
COVID-19 is just a sign of what is about to happen. So we just have to stay on top of the game. We can't carry last. But they carry last.
Abisa. So, sir, you are a business consultant, security expert, and a motivational speaker. How do you handle all that and still be a family man?
I do what they call compartmentalization. I separate each part.
Okay.
Compartmentalization.
Okay, compartmentalization. Everybody bring out your pens. Yeah.
Compartment. When I'm at home, I am a family man.
Okay, sir.
When I'm speaking, I am a speaker. When I do security, I do security. So I don't try to, I don't try to mix everything together.
That's fine. That's because people have a problem of finding a balance, striking a balance between their family and their work. I'd say. So what do you encourage people that having that kind of problem? What do you do? What can they do about that?
I think the truth about it is that they need to own up to themselves that they should be ready to do it. One. Okay. When they agree to do it, then they actually decide how they will do it. Like for me, I have an itinerary. Before when I need to go to work, I try to do something. In the morning, between 5 and 7 o'clock, I have my family and me time. Okay. My daughter enter my room, they wake me up. I don't chase them out. They tell me and they negotiate with me. So I give them that time. Then I'm able to talk to my wife. Then when I get to work by between 12 and 10 to 12 in the morning, I give her a brief of what happened. Then by 6 p.m. I do a second time. And then if I'm coming home late, I try to tell her on WhatsApp. Because if you don't tell her, there's always a challenge whereby where did you go to, blah blah blah. Wow. Then I try to book dates with my children where I carry them out. And yes,
you're a rare man, sir. You're very rare.
I'm not rare.
You're rare. Some of us, we don't know when last our parents carried us out, don't they?
Well, at least now you know. So when your children come, you also carry them out.
I've noted it. I've noted it, sir. So is the way you express yourself to people around when you are giving speeches and all that? Is there any expression that you hold back, or you just give it your all? You tell people how you feel, or it's just basically work for you, or you just express your whole self?
I think I try to be as transparent as possible because I don't want that person to leave, without me telling him how I feel. I'm a very passionate person. Okay. And the pain comes from where I'm fighting from. Okay. I tell everybody there's no general without a scar. If you see me successful today, it's because I'm running away from failure from yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just give everything I can give.
Wow. It's very good to understand some things because we really want to learn from you right now on this show. So do you have like people that inspire you to do what you do?
Many. I have many.
Can you give us 3 so that we can look up to, we can see, maybe because some people don't have insights on people that do what you do. So we need to like know, yeah.
Okay, I think one of the people that I look up to, his name is Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas. Okay.
Eric Thomas is a speaker. He's a very passionate person.
Okay.
Then I have Grant Cardone.
Okay.
Yeah, Grant Cardone is the second one. And then
are they also consultants as well?
I'm not a consultant. I don't know where you got that consultant.
We got information. I don't know what Google is doing to us right now, but when we were researching on you, yeah, if you check Google, if you Google yourself, you will see consultants there.
Yeah, I think there's always this saying that if you're doing business and you're succeeding in business, one of the things they tell you is that you're a consultant because maybe you can help somebody find a way out of his or her problem. A consultant is somebody who has a profession.
Okay, yeah.
What I consider myself.
Yeah.
I think what I do now more is I tend to teach people on how to be successful.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have my businesses running, but I don't really put a lot of time there. And I just started a radio station. Can you imagine?
Okay, wow. What's the name of the radio station, sir?
Africa Motivates 247.
Africa Motivates. Is it always active?
24/7. Africa Motivate 247. Even now.
Oh, okay. That 247, is that the station name? Is that the FM?
Yeah. Africa Motivate 247 is an online radio station.
Okay. So you guys should check it out real quick. Sir, we have a couple of other questions for you. So, as young people right now, we have this problem of not being able to give ourselves that prospect that we can be as big as other companies that are around right now. Let's say you have like Total, you have like Nestle, all those big companies, and there are also young people that also want to bring up startup companies like that, but they don't have the drive because they feel like, oh, these people are already up there. So how do I get from here to up there? What do you advise people that are having that kind of dream?
I think there's a misconception of people saying that you cannot be. There's a serious misconception. And that misconception is that nobody has told you that you can succeed. And I'll tell you a classic example. Now, you're playing a particular song right now at the background. Now,
yes, sir.
Who is the artist on that song? You know the artist. Now, good. Now, if you have, when the Gbedu, they enter body, you know who sang that song.
Yes, sir.
If you now play Shoko, Shoko, you know the song. You know.
Yeah.
Now,
yes, exactly.
The question is that, do you know that you have 100 million? You don't know. Because what happens is that no information about that has entered you. But when they play Shoko, what happens is that you open your head and bring out the file of Whiskey. And you can play. When they play, and when the Gbedu, they enter body, you open the file of song and remove the one of Burna Boy. But when they ask you about you building a conglomerate, there's no file there. Exactly. So what happens is necessary for us to start putting those files into your head. And that's what I do now. I now tell you that you can make it. I now tell you that someone like you, Mr. Jollof, you will open a TV station. You will open a radio station. You will do things that are, as big as CNN. Now, because I'm telling you that, you begin to see yourself in that platform. That's when the aspiration begins to grow. And now begin to ask, okay, how did CNN do this? How did they do this? How did they do that? That's how you grow. Wow. So the more you hear that, the more you are hungry to do it. Exactly. If nobody tells you, you will not do it. So, and again, the challenge is that when they don't tell you when you are young, there's a certain age you pass, you now feel that you can never do it.
You can never do it again, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yes.
Wow. That's very insightful, sir. Thank you so much for that. When you started your whole YouTube channel, was this something you intended from the start, or it's just something that came along during your drive?
Interesting to note here. I have somebody that works with me. He heads my YouTube department, and he's a 23-year-old boy. He has a lot about videos. He does videos and everything. Exactly. So told him that my target is to reach 50 million young people. So he says, okay, I will take anytime you go to speak, I will cover the video and then I'll put it in the video for you. You agree to it and I put it. So he is the one that manages it. So he has a strategy that every 3 days, one new video must come out. So now, the more it comes out, the better. And it helps people. So he just sent me a note that we reach 10,000 followers and that we should aim for. So what he does, he gives me people like Dan Locke. He gives me people like maybe like Grant Cardone. He said these people are going. So we study what they do, and then we also push it like that.
Okay, so you guys work hand in hand right now.
Yes, I have a team.
Okay, well, someone asked a question, sir. Someone asked, do you have a book, or are you planning to have a book?
I have some books already.
Okay, about
what?
Is it about success plans or what?
No, there's a book I have. It's not a book. It's a course called Mentor Me. Mentor Me is, a lot of people come to me and say, King, mentor me.
Yes.
So I started to put a 30 days training for them on mentor, and they have pillars. So that book
is it an online thing, or you have to like?
Yes, it's an online. To keep me for 30 days with you, not possible. I hope you, but I'm sorry.
It's fine. So
it's writing 45 keys to the throne, but it's actually 45 lessons to the throne. That's another one. I have dancing with the prostitute.
45 keys to the throne. Okay.
45 is actually 45 lessons to the throne. Lessons. I have dancing with the prostitute. I have penetrating your market. I have gold in Eden. Those are the books.
Wow. Okay, someone is asking, how can we get the book or the file? Is there a link or somewhere they can order?
If you go to ubong.com and then go to store, you'll see all the books there.
Wow. Okay. So as a person of your standing, what is the hardest part of what you do? What do you feel is the hardest part of what you do?
I think the hardest part for me is not accomplishing that success every day. Because if I say I want to get certain things done, I get to remember that I'm not the only variable in the whole mix. I may intentionally want to do it, but maybe people or some other people stop it, and that really, really hurts me a lot.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes. Ubong.com. Right.
Okay, that's the website, yeah. Ubong.com. Okay, so the challenge is basically you just have that that's your own personal experience. What you just said now, that was your own personal. So as a general what do we call it now? As a general motivational speaker that you are, what can you say are the challenges you face when communicating to people?
First of all, is a lot of people have lost hope. A lot of people, they don't see that tomorrow, so they waste each time that is given to them.
They waste
waste the time given to them. Look at you now. You are being creative with your time.
Yes.
I've looked at the page. I see that every day you try to get 1 or 2 people every time.
Exactly.
You increase knowledge, one. You increase knowledge, you increase network, and you increase availability. Now you are using your time creatively. So if somebody sees you succeed tomorrow, that person would not believe that, no, it's because he has contact with people. But they don't know you paid the price.
Yeah.
Yes. So when they are not ready to pay the price, they become a liability for you tomorrow. So we have a lot of people that have become liabilities. And Africa is a very family-oriented person. You cannot disown your brother, even if your brother is a crook. You can't disown him. So you have to be to support him and everything. So that's where my major challenge is. First of all, it is tradition. Tradition insists that even if your senior brother is useless, he's still your senior brother, and it doesn't allow it. Yes, he's still your senior brother, so he decides what happens. So a lot of people just wait for other people to fail, then capitalize on it. And for me, that pains me. As a society, I believe that we are not deliberate about how the young people will take over, you know, from their.
Is a
So we're
national
exposing.
national is a national issue because the way
Yeah.
I think because I don't know if it's me, but the old people, so to say, they don't like allow the young try and be creative and be innovative in whatever they are doing because they feel like, okay, you don't have experience, you're young, you're too young, you don't know what you're talking about, I've been in this for so long and all that. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's, I think it's a stigma that we're having. And how do you think we can cope with that kind of problem?
If I say some things here, you just get upset. I think they should scrap that thing they call NYSC because it's wasting time.
Wow.
You can't spend 5 years in school, you know, and then you're delayed. And when you come, you go to NYSC. The NYSC, there's nothing you really learn there. Instead, they frustrate you for another 9 months. And they call it national service. No. I believe that once a child enters first year in university, he should be given the authority to go and work internship in a company. So he starts building internship experience right from year one. If the person is in medical school, let him go and work in a hospital as a nurse or certain things. So by the time they're asking him about this drug, he knows.
He doesn't act.
Yes. It's not the one that you now say, okay, you're a graduate in electrical electronics. Meanwhile, you cannot even fix something like that.
Exactly, because I feel we focus more on the theoretical aspects in Nigeria, while more of the theory. Once the person doesn't know the theoretical aspect, that's it.
And that's why you see people that are more successful are people that are street.
Exactly.
Street has taught them heavy. Yeah? It has taught them a lot of things.
Exactly. That's the truth. That's the truth. Thank you so much, sir. You're still here on AMEBOEXTRAWITJOLLOFBOY. We appreciate your presence right here and now, sir. So, sir, we have this thing now that we youths have problem with. That is investing in business. Now we have this problem that you see that you'll be like, okay, you want to start a business, but you have too little capital. Do you think that is a good excuse for you not to actually start up what you want to do?
I always tell people that money is the last part of any business. It's the last part. I think, first of all, never go into a business you don't know anything about. The fact that you have money doesn't mean that you can be a businessman. The only thing you start from on top is a grave. Every other thing you start from under. Whatever money you have, you'll first spend it. You'll first spend it.
Exactly.
And one of the things is that you will learn lesson when you spend your money. You will learn what you shouldn't have done. That's what having money does. But if you if you decide that, okay, you want to go into a business or maybe like into telecommunications, what I expect somebody to do is go and understudy somebody for a time and know which part of telecommunications you'll be interested in. Yeah?
Exactly.
Like speaker, it's not every speaker that I listen to.
Exactly.
The speakers I listen to are speakers that speak on entrepreneurship. If you tell me to come and speak on a career, I can't do career. I'm not a career. I will tell you to meet my brother Jimmy Tewe. I will tell you to speak to Steve Harris. They have experience there. They have, understanding there. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, I will knock your head. And when you come in entrepreneurship, I say, look, if you don't have capital now, the best thing to do is to become a broker. Learn to broker deals so that you can raise capital. Somebody that has land to sell, somebody that wants to buy land, you bring the two of them together, you make your commission. You have made capital. You have made capital for yourself. Then it's what you do with the capital that matters. So between the time of having the capital or not having the capital, invest in understanding what that business is supposed to do and do it and prepare for it. When I started my business, I didn't have much of a capital. I started from my bedroom, but I'd gotten enough experience in where I worked, so I knew what to do. I knew how to follow the money. I knew where to look for the money. And I followed it painstakingly. and I got
Wow.
it.
Wow. That's very, because we youths, we are always like, there's no money, there's no this, there's no that, things are hard and all that. And I don't know if it's a general issue, but it's always there's always occurrence about that. Money, 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 and you won't just go for it. Because
If you are
we
looking, if you are
yeah,
looking for an excuse, you will find one.
exactly. And you won't be able to move forward because you're still money driven. So, sir, tell us more about this your business, sir. We need to know how the whole thing all started, to be honest, because we didn't really get the proper background study about you. Because in the end,
Okay.
because right, just told us that we keep it their light. Yeah, there it goes.
Uh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I've done like 15, I did like over 15 years in guard force management. I
Okay.
started as a body. Then
Okay.
I started in the church as a security officer in the church. I got
Okay.
interested in executive protection. My
Okay.
interest was to become a bodyguard. Kevin Costner was the person I looked up to. Then from
Okay.
there, I worked security officer. I came to Lagos. I worked in a company called Pahek Security Services, and I worked
Okay.
as security officer in a Papa plant as the CSO. Then from there, I spent some time, became an escort commander with Pahek Security. Then I moved
Okay.
from there to a company called Alarm Center in Lekki, where I served as head of operations in telemetry
Okay.
system. That is when you
Okay.
press a panic button, we respond to you in 10 minutes. From there, I
Okay.
also did escorts of VIPs from VI to the airport. Those
Mm.
people escort. Then from there, I went to Halogen Security. I
Okay.
worked as the operations manager, and I was
Okay.
able to grow business. Then I was transferred to the north. I worked in Maiduguri, I worked in Sokoto, I worked in Abuja, I worked in Kano. Then I've done a lot of things in guard force management. Then I now got into Excel Management Services, where I worked with the joining of STB and UBA to
Okay.
form Excel Security and Protection Services. So
Okay.
I had planning of setting up
But
structures in
sorry,
around.
cut you short. Yeah, was this the whole plan that you put out for yourself since when you were young?
No, no, I'm getting to the plan now.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is that this is the
Okay.
foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, there's a foundation for everything.
Okay.
Now, in all of the business, because I knew that the business was not going to give me the kind of results I wanted, I decided that, okay, I was going to put up a target for myself. My
Okay.
target was going to be 100 million. That was my target. I
Okay.
was living in a 3-bedroom flat, and
Mm.
we had 3 children, and
Okay.
I couldn't pay the bills. So I decided to give myself a target that was far above my thinking. So I
Okay.
found out that 85% of Nigeria's money was
Mm-hmm.
in the oil and gas. 90% of our budget was traceable to oil and gas.
Ah.
That is why everything about Nigeria is in oil. So I now
Exactly.
found out that if it is oil and gas, maybe there's security in that place. I said, yes. So I'm going to find out everything about security. So I was providing security for a company, and they had only 2 guards. So they were paying me 52,000 naira,
Okay.
26,000 per guard. But they were
Okay.
also paying another company some like over $300,000.
Okay.
That company was providing time security. So I said, okay, so there is an aspect called maritime security. So I
Exactly.
decided to study maritime security.
Wow.
Now, some of my now showed me that, look, if I wanted to do maritime security, I needed to go to London and do a training on what they call it, to be a port facility security officer and a company security officer. So I went to
Okay.
London. They assisted me, got me the contact. I paid for my fees, £900. I went to London. They were
Exactly.
able to, and I did the training for 4 days, came back to Nigeria. So when I came
Okay.
back to Nigeria, I did the training. I now said, okay, I will start my maritime business. So
Mm.
maritime business, I started from my bedroom. I did not need staff. I needed people that were retired personnel to work offshore. And then
Okay.
when you, so, and oil and gas, they already have their money. Their budget
Exactly.
is there. So I now
That's
decided to provide services offshore. I began to read companies like G4S and Control Risk Group. Now,
okay.
G4S that time was turning over 7.4 billion pounds, equivalent of 2.59 trillion naira. One company. So Nigeria's budget was 4.44 trillion naira at that time, I think 2011. So whatever this company was doing, I wanted to know, I wanted to do the same thing. So they were providing offshore security, and I did not need the vessel. I did not need to have the vessel. People have the vessel. I will tell them, okay, let me rent your vessel for 1 month, and I'll pay you. So they were agreeing for me. I will deploy the vessel, my clients will pay me, and I'll pay them. So it was never my own capital money. I only make a margin on it. So over time, I now said, look, I needed to buy my own vessels, and I did that myself.
Wow, that's a very long ass. That one no day Wikipedia so.
I am 47 years old.
Who's that? that one is no.
I said I am.
Yes, sir. We know your age, sir. We know. You've been through things. Sir, so there's one more thing I want to ask before we round up. The whole you already talked about this was not what you planned when you were younger. So what about people that feel like, okay, they've reached that point in their life where, okay, do I think I can move forward, or there's always that change of direction where you get to, like, there's a time in your life where, okay, you're going through a particular path, then all of a sudden it doesn't work out and there's a full stop, then you have to like divert. How do they readjust and start reshaping themselves to that same direction again, to another direction again?
First of all, I will encourage everybody that if you wake up every day, that means you have a new opportunity. If you wake up every day, what I think the truth about it is that you need to be conscious about the kind of relationships you want to keep, because your friends determine your values determine your decisions determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. If your results are poor, check your actions. If your actions are not the best, check your decisions. If your decisions are not the best, check your values. If your values are not working, check your friends. So if you want to change your destiny, just change your friends. So if the things are, look for somebody who has it, and then they ask questions, no, they miss road. You know, be bold enough to say, sir, can you show me 1 or 2 things? Me and you, we have created a relationship. I remember one time I was online, I recognized you. Yeah, I recognized you. And that time you took a liking for me because I showed you respect. So that endeared you to me. Now, if I'm able to transfer all my humility, my strategy to you, what I've done, I've invested for the next 20 years, because you will carry it to the next 20 years. So what I believe is that people that have been successful should come out and help younger ones to stand. Otherwise, we don't have a future.
Wow. Yeah, because it will be very problematic, exactly, for the next generations.
I asked myself a question. Will my children be able to walk the streets of Nigeria in the next 10 years? I asked myself that question. Okay, look at COVID like this now.
Yes, exactly.
They said you have cases of videos going up and down. But if people came out and begin to show the younger ones, people in Ajegunle, in Agege, in all the places, how to become resourceful, responsible, and how to do things, they will not result in all the negative that they.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's very true. So I think we're not properly enlightened in this country. They always focus on one part of the country. They don't usually focus on the other side. When I mean other side, I mean like the low class and the average class. They are always more of the elites and all that. Am I following you, sir? Are we on the same trend?
Let me correct something.
Okay.
Money means nothing.
Okay.
There is nobody that has ever gone to the grave with money. Nobody.
True.
Yeah. So first of all, know that money means nothing. But if you are able to help somebody, a young person, stand, then you have done a lot. What money does, it can put food for you here. It can put this there. It can do that. But really, money means nothing. Now, it can buy you everything, but what I say is that the value of a human life can only be seen in other lives you have created. That's the true value of a life. If people cannot say that this man helped me to become what I am today, then you did not live. You did not live.
Sure.
Money can only buy you clothes. Your clothes can expire. But if I'm able to teach young people successful things in life, and they are able to create those kind of things, then I have succeeded in my life. And that's the truth.
Exactly. Thank you so much, sir. That's very, very deep conversations we have here right now. I think we have a few questions for you. Let me check. We have a few questions for you. It's not going to. I think the question, they are relevant questions. Don't worry, sir. So, sir, being a businessman, how can someone be competitive? Like, how can somebody compete with other big companies now? As a businessman, how do you compete?
Okay. Now, since you want to juggle my head, let me
Yes, sir.
also.
We don't have choice. We don't know what we'll see again, sir.
Okay, good. Let me tell you something. Business is war, and you must treat it as such.
Okay.
If you fail to take over the market, you become the next market others will share. The minute you started this thing that you are doing, competition is already looking.
Exactly.
They are already looking at you. They are studying what you are doing right and studying what you are doing wrong. So you must always up the game. How do you up the game? It's called competitive intelligence. In those days, if I wanted to do competitive intelligence, I go to City People, I go to Ovation Magazine. If I see your name and your company there, I Google you, I find out everything about you, which I expect you have done about me. And when you do about it, you ask me, okay, these are the things about Ubong King. If you want to penetrate anybody, find out what are the things of that person's interest and then bring it out to him. You endear the person. Now, so if you move to the next level, start thinking of competitive intelligence. What is happening tomorrow? What are they doing tomorrow? I'll tell you a quick one now. By the time COVID-19 is over, artificial intelligence will come out more. Predictive buying will come out more. Now, no more will you be going to look for the things. The things are going to be coming to you.
Come to you.
Today, people are going to supply food in your house. Do you think that business will stop? It will stop. It has started a new industry. It has started a new industry. In the whole world right now, anybody in telecommunication right now is making money. In telecom. Those are the kind of things that are happening. Predictive buying. They're looking. In 9 months from now, there'll be more children. So things for babies will be in market right now. Are we ready? What are we planning? Who knew that today, that the most important fashion wear in the whole world is face mask? Who knew? Who knew?
Nobody knew.
Today,
so nobody
is making face mask. Versace is making face mask.
Exactly.
And nobody here in Nigeria is thinking. Yes. Nobody now. Yes. So people that are in the fashion industry, there's a business that has come for you. Go and make fancy face mask. And then people will be happy. So study where the money is and follow the money.
Follow the money. What? Hello? Okay, sir, thank you so much for today. Do you have any last words you would like to tell the people watching? Hello? Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Okay, I said, do you have any last words you want to tell the viewers watching?
Okay, first of all, my last word is to appreciate you personally.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. I want to say that don't let anybody tell you that you cannot become anything. I believe that if you have a biro and a jotter, if you have a jotter and a biro, anything that pops into your head, just write it down. Just write it down. Even if it doesn't make sense, just write it down. Today, Netflix makes more money than ExxonMobil. Netflix.
Exactly, because of the corona issue. Exactly.
And because of corona issues, now me and you get to know each other.
Exactly, so that's the way life is now, sir.
So, thank you. So my advice to you is stop talking to poor people. Look for people that will take you to the next level.
Exactly.
That's a hard one, but that's the truth.
Well, that's very insightful, sir. Thank you so much.
Because if you find people that are higher than you, they'll pull you up. Then you can help other
people down to drag them up as well. Exactly. Thank you so much, sir, for being on the show. This has been a very good show. Thank you for being on AMEBOEXTRAWITHJOLLOFBOY. Your presence here has been a blessing to every one of us, and you are an inspiration to children, young ones, youths, everybody worldwide. We're so I don't know. There's so many things we have to tell you.
I'm just your boy.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just your
okay.
I can hear you. I'm just your boy.
Okay, sir. Okay, I said reduce the volume. So okay, there's this we usually do giveaways, yeah, for the viewers that are watching our shows every episode. That is day to day. We usually do giveaways for people that are watching. Hello? Oh my god, the network is bad.